Good day, YouTube. It is April 1st, 2019. It's a Monday evening. It's a little bit rainy here today. I think we ought to start another lawnmower project. What do you think? Okay, April Fool's. Let's do a generator project. It is April 1st, after all, so we don't have to be extremely honest about what we're doing. So, what is this, you say? Well, it's another project, and you know how short we are on projects around here. This is a Honda EZ2500 Generator. It hit Facebook Marketplace this morning for $25. Why? Because it's missing parts. Let me show you what the seller said was missing. Da-da-da. There is a lack of carburation, and the air cleaner assembly is missing, and all of that type of stuff. So, what do we got? We got a generator with no carburetor. So it had a recoil on it, and I just have it sitting over here. I went way out of my way, let's just say, to go get this after work today, and to find out that, yeah, it doesn't turn either. When I said I went way out of my way, it was particularly far out of my way, way up in the hills, off the grid, to this cabin in the woods, if you will. And the guy was like, my brother just kicked this thing off a truck. He was hauling some stuff or moving or something. And he goes, here, have this. It's missing stuff. Yeah, it's missing stuff, but it also doesn't turn. And I believe the seller was honest, and he didn't know it didn't turn. He never pulled it, or he thought the recoil was broken or something like that. But here we have this, and it's not turning. I've been way out of my way. And I said, you know, you didn't say it was stuck. He goes, man, I'm real sorry you drove all the way out here. And they didn't realize that. He says, if you want it, you can have it. I go, well, that makes up for things. Thank you very much. We loaded it up, and here it is. So, the gas tank is clean, relatively clean. There's a little bit of rust on the cap. You can see pine needles and stuff on it. There, I just kicked one in there. Good job, Glenn. There might be something missing to that. Not sure. We'll have to look. I went online and looked for a carburetor for this Honda. This is like that 160cc or whatever. And the carburetor's a whole $9.58 Chinese knockoff. That is shipped to my house. And the air cleaner, assembly, air filter, all this stuff's available. It's not too bad, and so forth. But, you know, I've got it all sitting in my online shopping cart, ready to hit the buy it now button, or whatever they call it. But this engine's froze, so I don't want to spend money on something if it's not going to work. So what we need to do is unstick the engine. Now, you can tell this thing's been sitting out a little bit. There's pine needles in there. The spark plug is rusty a little bit. Stuff like that. We'll get and blow this thing off a little bit. My interpretation of what has happened is they pulled the carburetor off this thing because they let it sit with the crappy gas in it. And they got in over their heads, and this thing sat out and got moisture in the cylinder. And the piston is stuck. That's what I think happened. So, what I think we'll do is blow the garbage off of this. And let's pull the spark plug out of it. Let's spray some PB Blaster into it. Noise alert. Probably didn't need to detail the whole machine, but whatever. Okay, Let's pop that plug out of there. What do you think it looks like? I think it's going to look great. I think my external diagnosis is correct. That in the next, yeah, look at that. A little bit choky because the carburetor probably wasn't running. You know, it was probably plugged up the idle circuit in it, and so they were running it on choke. I believe that's exactly what's going on. All right, so we need to change the angle on this, and in this particular thing, we can just flip it open like that. Now, what can you see? What can't you see? All right. All right. Okay, PB Blaster time. Fill her up with some PB Blaster. You want to see? How can I? Yeah. I can see in there. Fill her up. You know, the more oil and grease and stuff you throw in the cylinder, the more smoke you get when you get it running. All right. Now then, that's going to sit in there and percolate just a little bit. But just for fun, let's come back here. Let's put a socket on that crankshaft, try to spin it. Why didn't I get a breaker bar? I don't know. Let's just go with this, I guess. I'm going to need an extension anyway. Hang on a minute. Should have been better prepared. And it's more fun to use a breaker bar. I have one in this box. It's alright, I got a torque wrench. That way we don't have to deal with the ratchet deal, because what's fun is to make this thing just go back and forth, back and forth. We did this before with the Cushman on my Trailster. Remember we just went back and forth, back and forth? Yeah. See what we get. I think it'll free up. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah! Ah! Oh yeah, it's got PB Blaster coming out everywhere. Ooh, it's making cool noises too. So, I was texting my dad during dinner. I'm sure he's watching this video. And he sent me a picture a couple days ago. He bought a 2200 watt version of this. And he lives in Fairbanks, Alaska. And he paid $125 for it. Up there, that's probably a hell of a buy. And his runs. So I was kind of bragging earlier today when I didn't know this one was froze up. And told him, look at that, I got this one for $25. Look at that. It is golden. Look at that. The trouble is I don't have a carburetor. Well, I sort of do. I actually have an engine like this. Yeah, look at that. I knew it. This thing spins fine. All right. I got some parts to order. Sweet. So we'll leave the PB Blaster in there a little bit. It can work with the rest of that. Oh, yeah. I got some oil out of somewhere. Somewhere I got some oil. It's all right, we can put this down. So, that didn't take long to unstick this motor. Or engine. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. We're going to have a generator. And you know what the total price of a new carburetor, the new air box, 2 spark plugs, one to use, one to lose. If you've watched my videos, you know I never buy one of these tune-up and service parts. And 2 air filters, one to use, one to lose, is about $39. $39 for the whole shooting match. If you add in a couple dollars for a quart of oil and 50 cents for some spray cleaner, we'll have this generator running, tuned up, serviced, cleaned and detailed, ready to go for about $40. ecstatically excited. Yeehaw. That didn't take much. I didn't think it would, but then when I put the breaker bar on there, I mean, we got nothing. Then I was starting to second guess it, and then all of a sudden she freed up right in front of all of us, and we're good to go. Oh, I was telling you about, my dad sent me a picture of one, and I showed him this, and then I had to like go, okay, it's engine stuck, and I just got it for free. And I says, I hope it's not bottom end or something like that. And he goes, remember, these things have oil alert. This thing will shut off before any lack of oil damage can occur to the engine. I go, oh, you're right. So guaranteed it's in the cylinder. So, and there you go. There it was. That's when I developed a plan to stick the old PB blaster in there for a second, give some the lubrication to the cylinder. If it breaks loose, it breaks loose good. So I have the recoil. It was only on there with 3 bolts. The rope is a little short, but we can get this all, maybe put a little longer rope on it. Get this all put back together. And I think she's going to clean up real nice. Real nice. Can you tell I'm a little excited? I don't know. I just love this stuff. And when they're free, they're all the better. Okay, gang. So the next time we revisit this project, it'll be about 2 seconds in your time. It'll be about a week in my time or so to get all the parts. Again, I have them all in my shopping cart online. All I got to do is go hit the buy it now button, and everything happens and everything magically appears at my door. I love that when that goes that way. So, gang, we'll be back. All right, here's my parts order for that EZ2500 Honda Generator that we just got the engine unstuck. Yeehaw. Quantity 2 spark plugs for a total of $3.98. That's shipped. I got 2 air filters for that. It's a GX160 engine. It's a total of $10.10, so that's $5.05 a piece. That's shipped. This is the missing air cleaner assembly. That's where the fuel and the choke come through. It is $11.83. This is brand new. That is shipped fast and free. None of these things are coming from overseas. This is shipping from the USA. This is the new carburetor, and I actually lied to you on the price. It is for that engine, and it is $8.85 shipped. Can you believe that? $8.85 shipped to my house for a Honda clone carburetor. That's for something else. So the carb is missing, the air cleaner is missing. I got 2 air filters for said air cleaner and a couple spark plugs coming for a total of $34.76. And then of course this is eBay. So this is just a matter of clicking the okay, let's purchase this button. It'll spin around for a minute and then just confirm it. And survey says in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Be done. It's really spinning today. Alright, quit it. Updating. Updated. $34.76, which means I'm going to be in this generator less than 40 bucks. Your order was placed. Yay. Okay. Catch you later. Well, we'll be back here in a little bit. As soon as the parts come in. Hey gang, we are back. It is fast forwarded now to Friday, 12th of April. And freight has been coming in all week. The carburetor has just arrived today. So this has taken a little while to gather up all the parts and pieces that we needed. And we didn't need too much. Let's go over it real quick. In this corner, we have a couple air filters with pre-filters. So, you know, if you watch my videos, I never buy one. Let's get 2. If I sell this, I may or may not let the spares go. There's a very good chance. In fact, I have an engine just like that sitting on my spare engine shelf. So those are pretty common. The Honda 160s, I think. They're 160 cc. I will obviously have another one day, or if I need to sweeten the deal when I sell it, I can sell it with spare tune-up parts. So picked up not just one, but 2 spark plugs. So got those. This should be the air cleaner assembly, and I assumed it did not come with an air filter, which is why I bought the 2 air filters. And I do hope that the air filters I bought fit the air cleaner assembly. Everything appears to be as I expected. Let's get her open. Maybe we get all this stuff put on today. That'd be awesome. Get it running. It had no carburetor when I bought it. Sorry if you already know all this stuff, but sometimes I forget where I was in the video. Once it's been a week, and slept a couple times. Somehow. Oh yes, there we go. Well, look at that. It has a filter in it. And it's different than that. Well, it's not my fault. Okay, we didn't need, how'd that come out of there? Like that. So it's already got an air filter in it. Good to go. Dad, if you're watching, I got an air filter for you for the one you just bought in Alaska. My dad will find this humorous. He sent me a picture. He bought a 2200 watt version of this generator in Fairbanks, Alaska. I think he said paid $125 for it. A few days later, this one showed up for $25, but it wouldn't turn over. And so he gave it to me for free. I sent a picture to my dad. I said, sorry, I didn't really want to one-up you. That wasn't my intention. But I got this for free, and it took, what it take, guys? 2 minutes to unstick the engine? Yeah. And now it spins. All we need is carburetor. This thing shipped to my house was, oh, I forget. It was about $9. It was not $10. It was about $9. It come with a piece of fuel line, which this one feels fine. I'm going to tear it further apart to put a fuel line in it if this one's good. So we're going to put it on the shelf for the next one. And I think that's the choke operator. So without further ado, let's just put it on, because I want to hear it run. All right. Let's put it on. Can y'all see? I can see. Let me check. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's put this puppy on. All the governor stuff appears to be here. All right, I think it works okay. I've kind of moved things, and you know, this thing goes back and forth, and I think they did good. And when you see the person put the nuts back on, whoever took the carburetor off of this so many years ago, that's someone that usually knows what they're doing, and they don't mess too much stuff up. If the nuts were gone, I'd think otherwise. Yeah, the carburetor and the air cleaner was gone. So people lose stuff, I get that. But he didn't lose the nuts, he put them back on. Somebody put them back on. All right, so let's slide this puppy on. I'm sure it goes this way. We might want to hook this before we get crazy, but what keeps it in? I don't know. This is choke. This is throttle. And that probably goes like this. Or I do have one of these out in the shed, so if I don't figure out how this throttle thing goes on there. Ah, that's why there's no keeper. There's a slot here, and then I'll bet this turns. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Slide that in a little farther. Okay. And then we need to put the gas line on. Let me get my gas line pliers. my little ones. Yeah, I'm gonna stick you on hold for a second. All right, I have plugged in my external microphone, but I forgot to do. I did a little review on it. If you want to find that video, it's just the previous video to this one. Did a review on an external microphone for a smartphone. It means I don't have to yell anymore. And I will be interested in your comments on it. Okay, I think this little piece of pipe should spin a little. I'm just not sure if it will. Maybe it won't. Okay, now I gotta move the clamp a little bit. Yeah, should be good. Now I know you gotta put the air cleaner assembly on it. Let's just bench test it here for a second. Because, okay, so the gas on is there, so you got to straddle that thing somehow, or put it here. There's no gas in it right now. It's completely empty. Tank looks good. Doesn't look like it's hitting any. Oh, there's a bolt. Damn, there's a bolt right here, and I'm gonna have to take that out of there. Let me find a 10mm wrench. 10mm. I'm gonna show you this guy in a second. So in my shop here, I have two large U.S. General toolboxes. One in this is what I call the milking room. This was the dairy barn, so this was the room that they milk cows in. Then I have one out in the main shop area, and it has a top box on it. Slightly smaller than this one, but it has a top box on it. But at home I have toolboxes as well. In fact, I didn't bring any of my Snap-on tools to my shop here. They are all at home in different boxes. Okay. And so every once in a while I go home to get a tool that I've never brought out here and go through my toolbox and go, yeah, I think I need to take this and this. So the other day I brought quite a few tools out that I have never brought out to the shop here before. And including my Snap-on little, I think it's a 4-inch crescent wrench. And there's some big history behind this crescent wrench, or adjustable wrench, I guess we should call it, because it is a Snap-on brand. I used to hang out with a towing company, and so we'd get out on tows once in a while, and I always kept this in my knife sheath. I've disconnected many batteries. I have done all kinds of stuff, safety related, with this little adjustable wrench. I've had this thing for, oh my goodness, 25 years or more. And what a quality little tool that is. And I found it, I kind of forgot about it. It was in my other toolbox, and I brought it out here because it's my favorite tool of all time, I swear. Okay, so this will line up with that bolt. This is good to go. We need to get the choke lever coming out here. So remember, this didn't have any of this on it, but it's gonna have it now. I don't know how this attaches, or if I have to take what's here off. It appears that I do. It's very stiff. Is there any instructions? No. No instructions. Figure it out. Figure it out. Well, the best I can figure, because it's got to come out like this, is whatever's on here now, it's got to go. Okay, don't break it, Glenn. Oh, it's coming right off. Well, spoke too soon. It came up a little, I just tell that. That's all it's done so far. Come on. Ooh. That sounded bad. Yeah, dang it. Dang it. I broke it. I actually broke it. Well, how else was it supposed to go? Oh no. Oh no. It's supposed to go over here. Idiot. Yes, I am an idiot. And now I can prove it. Dang it, it was supposed to go over here and just run up against it. And now I broke it. Doggone it. Well. I'm guessing I'm going to have to buy another one. I don't think this is fixable. Why did I jump to that conclusion so quickly? Oh, bummer. I guess I might try to glue it. I don't think it's gonna do any good, but gall darn it. Okay, I'm gonna stop you for a second. I'm gonna put some glue on it, and I'll just figure I have to buy another one. Chalk it up to, one for the team. Hang on, I'll be back in a... All right, there's no reason to try to glue that thing. It's just not gonna happen. I get to just order a new one. That's all there is to it. Order a new one. We'll throw it on the shelf for bench testing. Future Hondas, that's what we'll do. Yep, it's got usefulness. All right, let's stick a spark plug in it. We'll put some gas in it. See if this puppy will run. It's at about 32-ish. Oh yeah, right where it needs to be. Right where it needs to be. Kind of hard to reach right there. But we're gonna have to reach right there. There we go. Where's my ratchet? Tighten her up. There we go. Come off of there. Yeah. Get out of there. This one's got a really good rubber thing in it. Alright, put the plug wire on it. Put some gas in it. We're going to do this in real time. We're not going to fire it up and then turn the camera on. There's a tiny little bit of rust in there. Just a tiny little bit at the bottom. Careful. Other than that, the tank's pretty clean. Got some non-ethanol premium fuel. Fresh too, they say. Looking for leaks. That's pretty good, about a third of the tank. If you get a fire right up, you know, these generators don't have, do not have fuel pumps like the EU series generators have. So this should fire right up. Gotta turn the gas on. Gas on. The choke is on. I'm gonna have to open it with a screwdriver. Some idiot broke the linkage on it. It's been a while. Did I change the oil in this thing? Can't remember. Didn't change it because it's pretty dirty. Or did I? I think I did. Still dirty, but it's full. It's not real dirty or anything. It's not super black, but this one's probably gonna have to get run a bit, change the oil a time or two, maybe throw some seafoam in it. All right, see if it'll fire. Is it a one pull? It's actually kind of hard to pull where I have it sitting on the bench. It's just a little high, but let's do it anyway. Choke on. Choke harder. Choke off. Plugs on. Switches on. Okay. Pulling again. Gas is on. Let's get some hot sauce in it. Maybe just needs a little bit of encouragement. Starting fluid. Choke off. Choke off. Fired. sure why it's surging so hard. It acts like it's really lean. It's just making power and it runs the saw just fine. I think I'll play with it a little bit. I've run the idle screw all the way out, which should help to richen the mixture unless there's not vacuum pulling on that port. Other than that, I don't know. It's supposed to be the correct carburetor port, but it just seems like it's running lean. Well, we'll play with it here for a little while, see what we get. I'll bring you back and have something a little better to show you. So I didn't run it yet. What I thought is I'd put the air cleaner back on because these will apply some restriction to the air, which will actually richen it up. And maybe that's all it was lacking. I don't know that, but it's always good if you have an issue like that to put the air cleaner back on and let it have the mixture it was designed to have. So gas is back on. Let's fire back up and see if it still surges. I guess I have to turn the switch on. Wow. That's odd. Well, I feel like we still have a lean situation, so I'll keep digging. Well, there for a minute I thought that had it, and that's really what it needed, but still has a lean situation. I'm not sure if there is a main jet adjustment on these carburetors. I didn't see one, but I'll dig around a little bit. So we're learning this together. I'll be back. All right, guys, we're gonna try this again. I've got this little black, almost thought it was just like a stop or something. There's like a jet below it, but it does turn. It's got like a little cross-haired, almost like a Phillips head tip slot in it. Let's start it back up and try to adjust that, see if it adjusts the high-speed fuel mixture. If it'll start back up. It's so lean it's actually hard to start. If I wouldn't have broke the choke thing, it would be easier. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. I think it's going to be just fine, actually. I think whatever it's got going on, it just needs to run a little bit and get better at what it's supposed to do there. So I'll endeavor this weekend to put a load on it and just run it. Put a little seafoam in the gas and get that into the cylinder and let it just kind of clean things up, clean the valves up. Because the thing's been sitting for, well, many years. We don't know how long, but many years. But it works good. It's not an EU series inverter generator by any means. Just burning some stuff off the muffler and so forth. I'll finish probably cleaning it up. I wish I could edit out the thing I just broke off the choke, but I can't, so I'll order another carburetor, swap it out, no big deal. But hey, it was a free generator. I got $34 invested in what I have bought so far, and I'll invest another $9 in another carburetor, but I'll keep that one for something, you know, testing something, getting something running down the road. It'll get used for something. I ain't gonna worry too much about it. Got a spare spark plug, and I got 2 air filters for my dad's generator, or for the engine I have out in the shed, or for a future project or something. This one's got a foam type air filter in it, so it's obviously something I can clean and reuse. So Honda EZ2500 free generator, was missing carburetor and air cleaner assembly, is all been put back on. It runs fine. It is going to make a nice little unit for something. I probably don't need it in my fleet, but you know, I don't know. I kind of like generators. I always have. Gang, thanks for watching. Appreciate your comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the thumbs up button to be notified of future videos. And these videos come absolutely free to you, but if you'll hit the thumbs up button, it's like putting a penny in my piggy bank, and I'd appreciate that. We'll catch you on the next video.